What's going on when it comes to crypto? There's nowhere else that you need to go. News, charts, alpha, in that order. Let's go right now. This is under 5 minutes, so pause it if you want to read. But Coinbase are making moves. They want crypto to hang around. They want you to sign and be part of the action.
Yeah, I mean, I think new legislation is needed. And the reason is that if you look at Americans, 80% of them feel like the current financial system doesn't work for them. You know, the fees are too high, the delays are there, it doesn't serve everybody equally. And it's not surprising, by the way, you know, the current financial system is built on 40-year-old technology. Some of the laws have been around for 100 years before the internet even existed. And so, you know, my belief is that cryptocurrency is actually the most important technology that can help update the financial system. And what's really cool to see is that actually the user base of crypto, advocates out there, there's 1 in 5 households in the US are now using crypto. They're actually coming together and starting to get organized and saying, we want to elect candidates across 435 congressional districts that will help create this industry here in America.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the young generation are sick of commodities. The old gold bugs, silver bugs, they're dying off, unfortunately. It is crypto that people are interested in right now. It's Bitcoin is the new gold. That's what they want. And 1 in 5 households, I don't know where he got that statistic, but if it's true, I like it. And also, I don't know if you've seen the meme or not, it's more of an infographic, but it's the telephone turns from fax to landline to mobile. Everything has the car, the automobile, from horse to chariot to car to Tesla, and now the last thing, there's plenty more other things to talk about that have been evolving, including us as a civilization. But one thing that hasn't evolved is the financial system. It is archaic, it is old, it is time to go. Let's see what the rest of Coinbase CEO has to say in that big alien-like chrome dome of his.
Realistically, we are closer to regulation. Becky and I and Joe were talking about this earlier. And, it feels like we're closer, but also feels like maybe we're just as behind as we were 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I've been spending more and more time in DC, and what's great to see is that there is strong bipartisan support for legislation. I think everybody saw what happened with FTX, and they said, okay, we need to make sure there's strong consumer protection. We also recognize that there's innovation potential here, and we don't want this to be like 5G or something like that, the semiconductor industry that got moved offshore too much. We need this to be built here in America with strong consumer protection. So there's at least 3 different groups I'm aware of in DC, senators that are working on different bills being drafted in various different forms. And, it takes a small miracle anytime something actually becomes law, but I'm excited to see that there's people who are passionate about that, making that happen. And I think the voters in America want to see that.
Stop you right there because we've got 5 minutes or less, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I like the guy. I've been hurt before. Probably most of us have in this industry, but I'm getting big Zuckerberg vibes from him, which is not the best. But hey, if Zuckerberg was on the crypto team, I'm pretty sure he kind of is with those failed Facebook crypto projects. But hey, look, if he's trying to do the right thing, we'll better give him the benefit of the doubt. He's going at it from a different perspective, different angle than SBF did. It's the registered. He's got shareholders. He's got publicly listed stock. So it's a whole different ball game for this. What do you want to call him? Walking thinking thumb. Now onto the Bitcoin chart. We're looking at Bitcoin here. 1 candle equals 4 hours. You see, there's a bit of downside pressure. It's not the best looking chart because it's bear flagging, right? Bear flagging is a bearish channel. It's like as in bait all the longers in for a higher move up, and then find another leg down. That's typically what goes on here. But there are a few things like, for example, altcoins still moving. Altcoins just want to keep going. It's crazy seeing the gains that are coming from those altcoins. We'll show you one in a second that looks pretty primed and ready to go. But as for Bitcoin, if we're just talking 4-hour chart, there's a lot, look, you can sort of see there's a lot of room to go down. But listen, this is a medium-term time frame. This is a high. This is a low. This is a higher high. This is a higher low. So far, so good. It's really, you've just got to be prepared. You've got to be prepared for Bitcoin to come and attack here. And if it doesn't come back into this range and just keeps going up from here, then we're happy. We'll jump on, we'll cruise, we'll go with the flow. But right now, it's got its eyes set at deciding whether to make a higher low or a lower low. There's a bit going on in this chart. I know you're probably, but really right now what we want to see, I'll just zip this back. But what we want to see really, if you want higher prices straight from here, is just see how you can drag easily across here a channel. See this range? This was the something wrong pattern. Something wrong. Goes up, candle closes high, comes down, wicks up above the candle closes, closes below the candle closes, comes for another one, wicks up above the range high, closes below these candle closes. This is the Chinese something wrong pattern. Something wrong. Something wrong. STW. Now, if you want higher prices, you want a reclaim, and then we move from here. Something like that. Get a bit of bigger build a bit of a base, but you see, look, it's coming again. 1, 2, 3, third test of this lower trend line. Bitcoin works in fours usually. Bitcoin's favorite number is 4, so we'll see what happens. But this is where you sort of clench the bottle and see what happens next. All right, here's the alpha. We're doing it on the Coinbase exchange as a tribute to our Chrome Dome alien with the big back of head. I don't know if you saw it in that clip that I just showed you, but that boy's got a big back of head. Now we're looking at an ascending triangle. These things have over a 72% chance of breaking the upside in a bull market, an uptrend, an overall uptrend on a larger time frame, which is what we're looking at. 4-hour time frame, bang, bang, bang. It's typically just buyers are just accepting more and more cheaper. I mean, more and more expensive prices. So buyers, and then it's getting sold off at the same area. So 1, 2, 3. It's like a relentless attack at the top. When's it going to give in? It's like a barricade that's just getting knocked out. It's like the big thing in Lord of the Rings. The big boom hits the door. Boom hits the door. Boom breaks through, and then the big troll runs through. That's pretty much what we're looking for here. Obviously, if we start getting candle closes on 4-hour time frame or higher, which is ones that we want to start taking seriously, below this bottom trend line, then yeah, it's about, you'll be, if it retests and doesn't make it back in there, if it retests, rejects, or just drops straight down 1 or 2, I'm out of this trade. There you go. Peace and love. Another day done. Talk to you in the next one.